Hey everyone, Temporal here, and for this session we are reviewing a gold Hanzo. We may pay a little attention to the Zarya as well, as they are duo queued, and Hanzo Zarya, that's got some nice synergy to it. Let's see if they hit some nice ult combos. But if you guys are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that helps out quite a bit, and I really do appreciate it. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below, see what rates look like, see what sort of promos, special events we have going on, all that good stuff.
Adjusting angle of escort.
Okay, so here we are.
Marked.
You do this.
Attackers incoming. Escort the payload.
It's probably not what I'd have done with Sonic. I'd have probably said actually hit train even still, but okay. Sure. Take your angle, exactly. Take your high ground. Are we just spamming the Rhine Shield? Why are we spamming the Rhine Shield? Like, this is a... Rhine Shield is cool and all if there's nothing better to do. But there's something better to do. There's something better to do right there. Hanzo is not like, oh, I have to play shield break because I'm good at it. Hanzo is pretty good at it. But that's not your play. Your play is, hey, you'll take the shield if there's nothing better to do. Unless your team has specifically said, we're playing shield break, we have basically zero interest in this. We want to get pickoffs. We want to go, hey, let me eliminate this hog. Yeah, let's do it. Better. Sure. What triggered this storm arrow? Just that you're far away, like the storm arrow thinking, oh, I think I can finish off this Junkrat? Maybe? Kind of a weird storm arrow. And I don't really actually see a need to drop and get closer here. Like, nope, you're good up here. You're good up here. They're fighting in a place where you can shoot over the Rhine Shield, hit echoes, hit hogs. You have the Rhine Shield itself available. You're pretty comfortable back here. I don't mind. I mean, okay, we're going to rotate up to here. Better. That is not a useful bubble.
The dragon's eyes.
No. If we're going to use this Sonic Arrow could be to help us ward this. This Sonic Arrow could be back here so that if the Anna's opening, we can see it before she's opening so that we can take her out. Like, this here is like, I can see the people on the ground through here. No, you don't need to see the people on the ground through there. That's not helping you enough. And you just tried to brute force that Anna fight. Like, you were too low health. Just suck it up and go bind cover. All good. Hanzo? Are we sending him to the zoo? Or was that Hanzo? It's an ow, he's been eliminated.
A minor setback.
This will restore you.
Okay. Sure. You don't really need to just, like, stand right back here in the open. If they start shooting back at you, where are you going to go? Like, you're using your buddy here as a wall. You're like, no, he'll take damage before I do. And that's sort of true. But what's your plan? Like, if you play from back where you were over here, you can still shoot at them. You can drop behind this if you get in trouble. If you're over here, you can drop behind this if they start shooting at you and you don't like it. Here, if they start outgunning you, your choice is to, well, aim better and eliminate them or get eliminated. There's no real good out. Like, you're going to jump over here, okay, but they're pushing forward and can probably see that. They're pushing forward and can probably see that. Like, that's not a great out. It's reasonable, Sonic. Good.
Fire at will.
Little surprised to see that grab, but okay.
The payload has reached.
You were only at 67, but sure enough, now you're at 90 and Zarya's at 2. So you guys are, if you're duo queuing, Like, if you're duo queuing, you want to take advantage of the synergies that you bring. And one of the synergies that you bring is, hey, we're more sure than normal randos would be that we're going to hit our Grav Dragon pairing. Don't listen to him. It was a great bubble protecting my buddy. The Echo would have much preferred that bubble right then. The Echo getting the bubble would have actually allowed her to probably eliminate the Ana, whereas the Hanzo, your buddy, had been looking for someone to shoot at for a good second or two before you bubbled him, and there still wasn't anyone to shoot at. Just wanted to show him you got ult first to assert dominance. He's been giving me some lip lately. Okay. That doesn't help you win matches. So here you are. And where did you send this, Sonic?
See through the dragon's eyes.
There. Oh, it hit. It hit, and that's why it's in the sky now. Okay.
Target's down. Adjusting angle of attack.
We could have hopped back faster to avoid some of those stickies.
I am not deterred.
I have said this. Okay. Okay.
Mocked by the dragon.
Why? So that's your Sonic?
Mocked by the dragon.
Yes. I'd prefer to Sonic now. If you Sonic now, and instead of putting your Sonic here, you put your Sonic over here, like, that's just going to be a better Sonic, and it's going to be relevant to you for longer. You weren't using the Sonic. Like, you Sonic super early, and your Sonic has a duration, and it's going to expire. It's not expiring this second, but I would like my Sonic to be relevant when I can actually potentially shoot at things that it's revealing. How are we on Grav now? 31. It's fine. Still not a good bubble. Okay, that's enough healing. You're fine. Really didn't need to leap to just rush into this. What is this Storm Arrow for? You're shooting through your Zarya to try to hit the Echo, and then you Storm Arrow before knowing if you hit the first arrow or not, which, by the way, you didn't. Like, usually you hit an arrow, a regular arrow, and you try to finish people with Storm Arrow. Or people spend their defensive cooldown, and then you're willing to use Storm Arrow. Or someone dives you, and you want to use Storm Arrow because you're sort of on your last limbs there, like they're diving you, they're in your face, etc. Like, this is sort of none of those. This is really none of those. We don't just willy-nilly pop Storm Arrow. I guess the fourth use of Storm Arrow would be, hey, I'm going to shield break spam whatever because it's going to be quite a while before I need it. But, like, even in the spam phase, I'd like a better use of Storm Arrow than I can't see anything, I'm going to pop it while I'm behind a wall and just trust there will be targets available. There aren't. No targets. You just totally wasted Storm Arrow. Now we have to wait 10 seconds for it.
Going
And she's okay using flight, using her flight cooldown to push in and her stickies like that, in part because she knows you just wasted Storm Arrow, so you're not going to be able to counter punish where she goes for flight and stickies, and you go, well, you've flown in, so now you don't have a good cooldown to get out, and you're kind of floating in the air, so let me punish with Storm Arrow. Like, she saw you messed up, so she went, oh, now I can play aggressive. It's a really bad habit, to be honest. Okay. What? What? Why? Who's gonna follow up on this dragon? You're not. You're not gonna follow up on this dragon. There's no Grav in play. You don't have, like, your team sitting here and here and here. You don't have people sitting here. If this dragon by itself doesn't get eliminations, which you don't expect to happen, dragon is not supposed to get eliminations by itself. It's supposed to get eliminations because the enemies are like, oh shoot, we'd like to retreat from the fact that we're getting pushed, but we can't because we're split by a dragon. The dragon might get the actual elimination, that it's the threat of your team pushing them. It's that the dragon splits them and they go, shoot, we're split. There's a self-destruct over here and a dragon over here. Or the enemies are pushing into us, or shoot, we're trying to run from line of sight of the hit scan that's over here shooting at us, and we would have to run into the dragon type thing to break line of sight. Like, you need help from your team. You can't just willy-nilly be like, dragon, go get eliminations. It's not powerful enough to do that. Most ults in Overwatch aren't. It has to be synced to team aggression, or even better, comboed with your duo Q Zarya.
Enemy in my sight.
Storm Arrow is scary when your Rhine is out of shield. Storm Arrow is also pretty scary to your Rhine shield. Like, this dragon basically just helped your team rotate in. It caused the other team to back up so that your team could get in more easily, but that's not good enough. It's not. You want your dragon to be used while your team is already rotated in and can now be fighting them during the dragon, so that they are trying to run from the dragon and you get to take them out.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Again, we'd like to hit a shot, then go for Storm Arrow in most of these. Hide from the storm. Ooh, little storm cloud emoji. I like it. Thunder. Okay.
Lost by the dragon.
Update. Target destroyed.
Oh, there's thunder. Or there's lightning, I suppose.
See that which is unseen.
My ultimate is ready. Come over to me.
Okay.
So predictable.
Sure.
See through the dragon's
Good.
eyes.
Activating arm. Adaptive
I can live with that. You're trying to deal with them. They're not paying enough attention to you that it is probably time to change your angle here. Like, we don't just want to fight. Yes, it's Mercy. Yes, she's not going to do that much damage to us, but she does have an Orisa shield, and I don't know that I want to just fight her through the Orisa shield. So what if I change my angle and break the Orisa shield? What if I do that, and then Mercy's not shooting at me anymore, but I'm still getting value breaking her shield, and then I can reopen it once the shield's broken to take care of her, Orisa, whatever.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Sure. Targets are contained enough to justify Storm Arrow there, I suppose.
Personality duplication.
Good. Echo's already doing this. Echo's already doing this. That's a lot of time wandering around. Okay. Good. Regular into Storm Arrow. I like it. I do not like that. Are we just using it because it's available? It's off cooldown? Like, we're not going to be like, ah, yes, we're using our Sonic Arrow to do more damage or something like that. If we were going to Sonic Arrow, it would be up over to give us information on this spawn door or on the spawn door over here, or potentially on, hey, I'm worried about maybe high ground over here. Maybe. We're not going to use our Sonic Arrow just on the Ana in the middle of the open. It doesn't help us. Don't press this button or press it again to get rid of it. We don't want to spend our Sonic Arrow. This is just wasted. Oh, Carolina's gone wild with the emotes. So now we have a Thunder Cloud, not just a Storm Cloud. We have an Arrow through the Heart. That seems like it goes with Hanzo. We have the usual Cat and Box emote. And then we've got some more bow emojis. Thunder bow emoji. Okay, okay. I like it. I like it. Who says YouTube doesn't have emotes?
Mocked.
Okay, Twitch probably still has more emotes, but still. There were some good ones there. Yeah, that was just a completely wasted Sonic Arrow. Whereas, you know, now, okay, maybe we'll get a better one. Now, if you want a Sonic Arrow, if you want to be like, hey, I want to Sonic Arrow this because I want information of what's going on back here, I want to know when people are peeking so I can pre-line up shots, that's totally fine with me. Why are you Sonic Arrowing the shield?
The payload moves. When we will wither.
Cool. Okay. Weren't actually people in that grab? I'm also not really convinced we ever needed to let go of our high ground perch. Tracer never would have bothered you on your high ground perch. Why? That's the floor. That's the floor. This right here is the floor. See this circle, this ring that we're revealing information for? So if someone's standing right here, maybe we've got a little information. That is not useful. Stop shooting these Sonic arrows at people. Sonic arrows aren't meant to hit people. They're meant to hit things like this. And then you go, ah, I know who's back here. Or better even over here. And ah, I know who's back here, etc. Like, that's the sort of thing. Or we could hit this with a Sonic arrow and it would tell us more of this. Like, we don't just hit the floor or try to hit people with our Sonic arrows. Don't just use Sonic Arrow just because it's available. Sonic Arrow is a power spike for you in some ways, but it's a power spike because you can pre-line shots on people that are about to come out. You can use it to scout, to ward in other directions so that you can pay a little less attention to it and still not get surprised. Or you can sort of let people know on the other team intentionally that you Sonic Arrowed their spot so that they are less likely to peek while you completely ignore them and go deal with something else. That's a little greedy, but you can do it. But we don't just shoot. We're not trying to hit people with our Sonic Arrow, nor are we shooting the open space with our Sonic Arrow.
Get into position.
Hey, you got nothing to be sorry about there, Carolina. Now we've got some bullseye and a bat. Okay. We get to see the emote selection. Works for me.
Nana, administer. Surrender to my will.
Dragon bow. Okay.
By the dragon.
So again, I'm not quite sure who that Sonic Arrow is for. Or what it's for. You used your leap to get in faster, but it didn't really get you cover. It didn't like meaningfully change your angle. No. And now you're just in the middle of the lane. Stop it. Stop it. Get yourself up here. Don't just play in the middle of the lane with no cover. Better. Right side cover. You can climb the right side, play from here. It's not amazing, but... No, we're just going to stand in the middle again. This is what happens when you stand in the middle. When you stand in the middle of the lane, shots, self-destructs, ults, whatever go off, and you go, oh shoot, it's too far to get to cover. It's too far to get to cover. When you're playing on cover the whole time, even like this here, you can go, oh, I don't have personal bubble. Let me just take a step back or take a step back and crouch, and now it doesn't hit me. If you stay here, oh, let me just close the angle for a second and reopen. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Sonic and Dragon Arrows? Yeah, no, I got it. Oh, Sonic, because it was echolocation. So got it. So the bat was the, okay, that. And then the Dragon Strike. Oh. I was thinking the ult, yeah. Yeah. Come on, stop it. Get some high ground. Yeah, we need some high ground. We need some high ground. It's true. That said, you guys will get another Grab Dragon here. If you're really on it, you can get 2, but you will get another Grab Dragon here.
I must redeem myself.
Yeah, Marius. I used you as an example. I'll push it. I'll lean into the rivalry a bit that you see. Are you kidding me? You didn't make sure your Hanzo was here before you grabbed? You better win right here. No. We're in the middle of the lane.
See through the dragon's
No,
eyes.
we don't Sonic Arrow the Roadhog. We Sonic Arrow the pillar, or we Sonic Arrow past the pillar to see if there's people coming through the spawn, and when we see that there are, we Dragon Strike through the pillar so that the Diva can't eat it, and they go, oh, we don't like this, and they run back in here and come out back over here, and that gives you enough time to cap the point. That's how this works. Sonic Arrow is useful. It sets up your Dragon Strikes. It lets you challenge other people you know when they're going to peek so that you can have the arrow pre-lined up. It warns you against other directions. Like, Sonic Arrow is a good ability. It's not that hard to understand, but it's a good ability. You do have to think about it a little bit, though. Like, it's not that hard to conceptually understand, but you do have to think about it a little bit. It's a pretty easy change to make, but once you make that change, it helps quite a bit. So let's make that change. Stop trying to Sonic Arrow people. Stop trying to Sonic Arrow just because it's off cooldown. Like, yes, you try to Sonic Arrow when it's off cooldown, but you try to Sonic Arrow to get more information, to ward directions, to enable your better Dragon Strike, since your Zarya refuses to cooperate with you for Grab Dragons. It was a juicy one, I swear, and you guys haven't won yet.
Dragon.
That feels good. The Tracer blinks away into your dragon. You see the tire. Your shot breaks the tire, and then you Storm Arrow for Solve. Yeah, I'm good. I like it. I don't need to be in the open. I don't.
An expedient solution. Round 1.
Okay, we're gonna see what happens in round 2. But please get out of the open. Please hang out near cover. Please hang out on high ground. Please use your Sonic Arrow to get information, not just like, oh, it's off cooldown, so I shoot it at a person, right? No, it should be very rare that your Sonic Arrow hits someone. I know it looks like a shot, I know it does damage like a shot does, but that's just the convenient way that Hanzo has to deploy his detection thing. It's like, oh, let me stick this detection thing on my arrow, because my arrow I know how to aim and that I can deploy over there. Like, that's what it's for. And then the third thing, I mean, I just want to, like, be annoyed at both of you for not comboing your Grab Dragon if you're playing in a duo. I really do. But really, so far, I'd say that second dragon, or that dragon was better. This dragon was not good at all. But we'll see if we need to talk about dragons or if we need to talk about storm arrows or what. But I'm pretty confident that those first 2 points are going to stay on our list for the end of this.
Visualize, then execute.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I was annoyed. I get it.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Oh, because I got somebody else. It doesn't matter how many ults you got. Like, you were both ready to grab dragon, and you just went like, he'll be ready to grab dragon in 3 seconds, and you went, I'm gonna do it now, and it's like, well, you should wait. Epic ending. Okay. Oh, there's an interesting emote combination. That's to represent the grab dragon. I like that one.
See that which
Food
is
in a car that needs to be
unseen.
fixed? What's food in a car that needs to be fixed? And now I don't have food and it's too late to order some. Oh, that's not good, Game Buster. Your car broke down and you don't have enough, or you don't have the food you want in the house. So now you're cranky and hungry. Yeah, that would do it. I'm sorry to hear that, Game Buster. I hope we can at least entertain you to make that aspect better, but that's not good. Hopefully it's not a terribly bad or expensive breakdown for the car there.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
He said it's too late to order some. I don't know what time it is, but not every area has restaurants that stay open late. That is kind of a privilege of not even just cities, but specific cities. I deleted one message, it looks like. I wrote the cause above. Got it. You had a flat on your way home. You had a flat on your way to get food, waited 2 hours for road service to show up, and then tell me they cannot fix it. So got home 2 hours later without food. Got it. But it's 21:50 here, and nothing is open in this village. Right. Yeah. That sucks, man. Hopefully you've got at least something in the house to, make you a little less hangry, but probably not what you want.
Marked by the dragon.
Okay, so here we are.
1. Attackers incoming.
You probably Sonic Arrowed a little early there, but that's fine.
Stop the pain.
Cool. Yeah, not so much. I don't really even want to challenge that. Okay. Why? What am I Sonic Arrowing?
By the dragon.
Goodbye, Sky. I'm Sonic Arrowing the Sky. Okay, we've Sonic Arrowed. Yes, we've now Sonic Arrowed the Hanzo, I guess, but, this is not particularly amazing as a Sonic Arrow. You can beat him with it, though. No. He knew where he was, and he didn't have cover to hide behind even if you hadn't Sonic him there. Got a can of soup. Okay, well, that's something. Again, probably not as good as what you were thinking about when you drove out to go get food, which is disappointing, but it's something. Close the ankle. It's fine.
Time to let off some steam.
Just gonna... You were going to get groceries and take out.
This will help.
My will.
I will not enemy turret no more.
What is this Sonic?
I will not be denied.
Oh, it's a Sonic. Are we
Enemy
using the
turret
Sonic
no more.
on the cart to
See
see
that
behind the
which is
cart? Are we using the
unseen.
Sonic on this cave or this cave to warn us about the cave? What is this Sonic? Where's it going? Why are we trying to eliminate someone with our Sonic? Oh, look, our Sonic is somewhere not giving us any information, but on cooldown
Unleash
because
the
we shot it
storm.
at the sky. We shot it off the cliff.
My arrow finds its mark.
If we'd used it properly and just put it into the cart, put it into the sign, we'd be able to see these people. And we'd have arrows pre-lined up for if they peeked this way. Or saw that they were only going to peek this way and we could pre-line that up. Or we could recognize, okay, they're not looking, so it's safe for me to climb up over here to reposition, to have an angle to shoot at them from. Sonic is pretty powerful, man. No, the plan was not to just go forward until you could hit them. The plan was to open your angle, until you could hit them. We don't just get closer when we don't have targets. We open our angle wider.
Slow down.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Fire at will. This will heal you.
Sure.
This will.
Okay, close the angle. You weren't even full HP before you took that hit. Now you're at 28 HP, and you're opening the angle again? I don't think so. Maybe if you had a Sonic Arrow in play, but I don't think so. Why? Just get the heals. Back up the step and press I need healing. We need to be health conscious when we play Overwatch. Health conscious. And yes, I have a double meaning there. You need to be conscious of your own health and, okay, have you been sitting, staring too many hours? Is your endurance going down? Is your focus going down? All that good stuff. Are you hurting your body by doing this? But also, how much health do you have left when you peak? Health conscious. Okay.
My ultimate is ready.
Oh, YS is back from his first graded assignment. The Civ Pro quiz was so hard. Was that the first graded one? I think you were telling us the first graded one was coming up. Gamebuster's ashamed to admit that you've been taken down by stray Sonic Arrows more than once this morning. That's okay. Like, a Sonic Arrow getting an elimination happens every once in a while, but you shouldn't really be aiming it to do that. You should be aiming it to give you information, and sometimes people walk into your information gathering tool. This is like 5 games in a losing streak, FYI. Ugh, stop! Take your break! Be that 15 minutes, be that 2 hours, be that till the next day. 100 out of 120, but he drops the lowest quiz grade, thank goodness. Okay, but that would mean you'd have to do better on all the others if you want that one dropped. Does hitting a person with a Sonic cancel the effect? No, and they carry the Sonic with them for a bit. So we saw that earlier. The Echo had a Sonic sticking out of them and was flying through the air, but there's no other information to get out of the air, so that's not super helpful. You never take breaks? You're ruthless? Okay, so here we are not hitting a Grav Dragon. Your team is not going to be willing to advance on the other team with all this Torb splatter on the ground. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Your team is not going to meaningfully push. You might not know this is here. That's a you problem. You just returned to the fight and you're like, oh, I'm going to Dragon Strike. Did your duo tell you to Dragon Strike? Is that what's going on here? I don't know why you're doing this. You need to be using your dragon when the opposing team is going to be split by the dragon and have to fight your team or deal with the dragon, or when it's basically you're looking at that when they have to deal with the dragon and your team. Here, your dragon is coming from the same direction as your team, and your team doesn't want to advance. There's 2 wrong things with this. If your dragon was coming from over here as your team advanced this way, sure, that would be fine. This, not so much. And even if we were going to dragon from the direction of our team, we'd at least dragon more from over here and at least cut off their retreat with the dragon. At least that. DM, DM, DM. Too late. No one was going to be able to DM this Hanzo ult.
The dragon consumes.
Hanzo's screen should turn around when he's ulting because he does a ballet twirl. Could be. Could be. Okay, I'm okay with that, Sonic. That was getting you information you didn't have, and now we're up top. High ground, I like it. I'm still not convinced we needed to drop into their backline. Not convinced at all of that. I actually liked this. Up here. Boom. Shoot. Storm. No problem. Don't really want to do this. Don't really want to drop into this. Only reason I was going to drop into this is if Hog was looking at me and I was like, nope, I don't like that. Let me drop over here when Hog was over here. But most of the time, I'm pretty happy here, doing my work. Oh, you guys are shooting at me? I don't like it. I drop and I can immediately climb back up, or I can pretend to climb back up. Nope. By the way, Hog 1 headshot grind is painful. I don't think he can do it with 1. He can't do it in 1. Rhino has too much armor. But it does hurt. I mean, yeah, headshot Hogsbed does hurt. Yeah, I mean, your charge is going to be 300 damage. He's got 600 life. No, why are you opening this? Go high ground, go high ground. There's a bit of a dance to be had here. You know he's here, and you choose to open this, and it's not the end of the world. Like, this would sure be nice to have a Sonic Hero for, but this isn't the end of the world.
Double kill.
And you just open into that there. And that's going to happen sometimes in Hanzo duels, don't get me wrong. The Dragon Arrow or the Sonic Arrow can help a lot. But the real solution here, was to just wait a little bit longer. Just wait a little bit longer. He can't just afford to stay locked on you. Outwait his patience. It doesn't take very long. Another half second, another second, and then peek. And he won't still be looking at you because he wants to shoot at your team. He wants to deal with that stuff. Like, he has to. Your team might actually be too limited. No, he wants to shoot at your team. You actually also stepped out when Zarya was right here, which sort of meant he could shoot here and get value on either of you. That's not great. Oh well. Right. He'd have been shooting at you Zarya if you just waited that extra half second.
Hello.
Look at that diva blindly charging to full health enemies without ending up on high ground. Right, Game Buster? Look at them. How dare they do that? We fed Sonic Arrow into their DM. I don't love it. I also don't love Storm Arrowing the pillar.
The payload
Oh look! Our Zarya has grab and we just used Dragon. And we knew we didn't have to hold second. We knew that we got to play all 3 points if we needed to because we got 3 points capped already.
Graviton Surge is ready. Group up here. My ultimate is ready.
Okay.
barriers on.
You're not going to use that? You're not going to use the bubble? Okay.
Turret within my sight.
That bubble was basically immortality for that duel, and you didn't use it. Can we please not stand in the open? Can we please not stand in the open?
Surrender to my will.
Sonic Arrow on the right would have been stronger than on the left, but no big. Oh, this is a long one.
See through the dragon's eyes. Weakly. I am restored.
This is my will.
Okay, so you had your high ground. Why are we jumping down here? You're up here. Okay. No Sonic Arrow. No Sonic Arrow to warn us about the directions that they could have come out. You're jumping into the open. You're Storm Arrowing. You're Sonicking the cart into Storm Arrow. Okay. I'm not really sure I wanted the Storm Arrow Sonic, and now you're going, hey, I'm going to Dragon. Again, like, this might drive them back a little. This might help your team get out of spawn a little bit more, take a little bit of space, but your team can't actively fight them during this dragon. What we want to happen during our dragons is we want our team not to be able to go, oh, that relieves some pressure, we can go forward now. We want our team to already be set up sort of close to them, sort of threatening them, and then the dragon happens, and our team just gets to, fish in a barrel, pick them off as they're running from the dragon. Gets to be like, nope, I already have the angles on you. You can't flee this way, or if you do, you're doing it into getting eliminated over here, etc. Like, we don't dragon as a like pressure release valve. We want to dragon to win, not to help our team get back into it, if that makes sense. Hanzo should be age restricted to above 18 because he's basically the same as gambling. He really is. Ah! Just don't panic. You're okay. I know she's got a lot. I know she's got full health, but you're storm arrowing here. Don't panic. You're okay. You can win. You can win. You're panicking. Good. Temporal's going to get to the end of the VOD and tell him to spam out arrows faster, since more arrows is more RNG headshots and more value. He will also tell him not to spam at the environment. It's always some random hero who's just shooting down a door. Hero equals arrows. Yeah. Sleepy emotes now. Okay.
Cover. 60 seconds.
Again.
60 seconds.
Here you come.
See that which is
Are you really trying to see that cart? Or was that shot meant for to hit an opponent? If you want to see what's behind that cart, that's fine with me, but I don't think there's anything behind that cart. Now we're just doing this. Why? Why are you trying to force your way out here? You can work from here. You can do your work from here. Take your shots. This is fine. Take your shots. If you're going to Sonic Arrow, in fact, which you did, you sort of need to be back here. Well, they Sonic Arrowed, actually. No, you both have Sonic Arrows. No, it's your Sonic Arrow that's doing that. Yes, based on the replay. So your Sonic Arrow in front of the cart. Okay, cool. So we can stand back here and still see them through walls and pre-line up shots and peek and hit shots, right? Your Sonic Arrow is doing you no good if you're out in the open the whole time. So, like, you...
60 seconds.
Sonic Arrow the cart.
unseen.
You see a bunch of things that you can already clearly see on your screen. If you go here, this now has some value. Out in the open, out in the open, out in the open. I hope Hanzo doesn't shoot you, or Hog doesn't right-click you, or hook you, or Lucio doesn't come mess with you, because they can all see you and you have no cover option. You're also getting 0 value out of your Sonic Arrow. Again, if you're back here, you're getting some value out of it. Uh-huh. You don't need to contest the cart. You've worked your way over here, which is a bit better. Nope, you push right back in. You don't close the angle over here, you push right back in. Not gonna work for me. You gotta know what your cover is. Need to sleep because Temporals have to stay healthy. Oh, I see. And now you've got the apple emote there to keep the doctor away. Okay. Good thing for us that Zara cleared off that high ground. High ground's pretty good.
With it.
Ready for
Okay. Okay. Too many yawns. Too many yawns.
Locked.
More coffee.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
I made real.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Barrier in place.
I did, though. I did get enough sleep. I shouldn't be sleepy. I think I've just been in the chair too long. If anything, my exercise has been a little light this week rather than my sleep.
By the dragon.
30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds.
Here you are. You're gonna do this. You can just circle behind them. You can. Okay, but that's okay. We'll do this. It would be dangerous to circle. I'll allow it. Are you just gonna surprise them and climb up this and be like, yes, I am going to Hanzo you from above? Take advantage of your kit? No. No. How much sleep do you get a day? None. I sleep at night.
10
Nice,
seconds
nice.
remaining.
Everything's going according to plan. Keep up the defense.
Plus, that sleep is overrated. It's not, though. Sleep is pretty good. You can overdo it, but sleep is pretty good.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Yeah, this is okay. Your tanks are pushing in on the other side. And you just got one shot. You didn't have the option to cover afterwards. You could have been tighter where you would have had more option to cover against other things, but ultimately what you went down to was a one shot. Okay.
Barrier is unstable.
Give Zen wall climb, move.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Group up, join me. Group up.
I mean, the reason it seems like it's not that silver player borders are better than gold player borders, blah. It's that the borders just have very little to do with it whatsoever.
Touch from afar.
I was pretty happy up here. I was pretty happy up here, but okay. I guess I can stand here.
See that which is unseen.
No! Flick that off. If you're gonna take the shot at the bat flying through the air, flick off your sonic arrow. Now your sonic arrow is over here. This is not helping you. This is not helping you. Unless there's a fly echo, stray echo or Farah flying by this as you're hiding behind cover and go, oh, let me peek and get that. Like, unless that happens, note, not currently on their team. Diva and Lucio are the only ones who could possibly trigger that, who could possibly get seen by that while you happen to be back. Like, no. You don't have to unbind Sonic. You have to be intentional about your Sonic. Sonic is a good ability.
I cast this.
Sure. Reasonable use of Storm, reasonable use of Leap. I'm good. Do we have a grab coming up? We do. So we'll stop them with Grab Dragon.
Blocked by the dragon.
Oh, look. You're in the middle of the lane as an ult is going off. Huh. I wonder if you'd been standing here, if that would have been easy to deal with. If you'd been standing here, if that would have been easy to deal with. If you'd been standing here, if that would have been easy to deal with. But you're in the middle of the lane. I don't know. Huh. It's almost like that's the second time at least that you've been eliminated to a pretty easy self-destruct because you just aren't respecting cover at all. At all. That is not supposed to get eliminations. That is a you guys should run to cover. That's the equivalent to your Dragon Strike, where you guys are supposed to sort of run while that self-destruct goes off, which lets her team get an advantage in fighting you. You have to be closer to cover. So, like, again, high ground can work as cover, because when you have high ground, you can back up, and that works against cover against the low ground targets. Walls can work as cover. Walls can work as cover, but you just stay close to them. I can shoot at things here. I can shoot at things here too, but I don't need 4 different enemies to shoot at. Having 2 enemies to shoot at, 3 enemies to shoot at is fine. In fact, let me close it. Now I have 1 enemy to shoot at. This looks pretty good, and if I need to open it because Torb goes behind cover to then start shooting at his turret, fine. Open it more to shoot at the Diva, fine. But I can stay near cover, and it makes it so much easier. As long as I'm not getting eliminated by a one-shot like Hanzo and the other team, the cover allows me to go, ooh, I took damage, I don't like it, let me go here, and I can get healed up for in a moment, or even if I don't get healed up, I can peek back a moment or two later when they're busy looking at something else and get eliminations. Cover is amazing. Blah likes to be able to shoot at all 6. Okay, you're trying to combo with a grav, maybe? Maybe? Yeah. Well, now they're going to finish the map on you, because you guys used Grav Dragon into a lost fight. Nice knowing you. Do you want that Storm Arrow back more, or that Sonic Arrow back more? Oof.
This will be time to raise my APM.
I know. Or the 92 health pack more. That's fair.
My ultimate is clearing the area.
Does this seem like a good... Oh, look! You're in the open now as the opponents are dropping a window that doubles their damage. Now, he's probably going to go down either to you or Anna instantly, but if he had any more health, you'd be stuck in the open against a team that their BAP just doubled their damage to you. Like, you're in the open! What was wrong with standing right here? What was wrong with it? What was wrong with it? This was good. This was good. This would be even better, by the way, but this was workable. This is garbage. This is garbage.
Score.
With every death,
Yeah, I wouldn't drink it.
Ready for battle.
Not only can we hug walls, we can climb them. It's true. It's true. If we're near walls, not only can we duck behind them to hide behind them, we can start climbing them and like break them at unexpected locations. We can like climb halfway up a wall and then hop out from the wall and shoot. And it's like, wait, that's where you're peeking from? And they get confused. It's great.
see through the darkness.
Please tell me we're gonna take high ground. Counter lead. Sure. Less happy about the Sonic, but I'll live. It's fine.
60 seconds.
I don't need to fight her through her double cooldown. Oh, look, McCree's on low ground. If McCree's on low ground, it's very important that you go take this back. When McCree was up here, it was a little less important that you go up here, but McCree dropped, so it's even more important that you transition up here with your wall climb that lets you do that very easily and go, I can threaten your backline. And then their backline goes, we don't like that, and fights you. And maybe you get the pick, or maybe you don't, and you just go behind cover. But now their backline is distracted by you and is paying less attention to your front line. Your front line. And you might be thinking, no, forget their backline. They have a Bastion. We have to put everything in destroying Bastion. Doesn't matter if they crush you with their backline. Climb walls, climb ladder. Ooh.
See that which is
Take angles, take angles, take angles. Go on roof, go on roof, go on roof, go on roof, go on roof of gas station. You do not need to stack on cart. I promise you as Hanzo do not need to stack on cart. I need you to take angles. I need you to take angles. Goodness. It's an angle! Why are we not willing to open the angle further? Like, our hog is clearly right here fighting something. Why are we, like, thinking about, we're gonna, when he gets pushed, no, we're gonna open the angle and shoot from this side. We're gonna get our crossfire.
The payload has reached the
Fine. You appreciate Hanzo wall climb. Hey, don't undersell wall climb, guys. For an ability that's a passive or basically doesn't cost an ability slot, wall climb is great.
fire at will.
Okay. It's not amazing. Double ult for, well, we probably got the Zarya out of that grab too. Okay. Double ult for 2 we'll take.
My warrior spirit burns.
Okay. So again, you don't need to be on cart. Yeah, you could have set yourself up over here. You could have set yourself up over here. Setting yourself up over here and then appropriately threatening with Sonic Arrow as they get close. And even if they see the Sonic Arrow, it's like, oh, we don't like that. Are we willing to push through that? We're going to walk right into Hanzo headshots. That has use. That has value. Okay. Probably wasn't ready to storm that.
Barrier. The payload has reached. Огонь, погад.
Oh, they're role-playing as you guys. How nice of them. Oh, except their Hanzo's in position. But no, they are role-playing as you guys.
Victory.
That's not your fault. It's not your fault. Hog has breather. Hog has breather. Recognizes that a dragon is going right through the cart. And isn't going to... Okay. That's annoying. That's annoying. No, that's totally Hog's fault, and that's fine. You literally just go, yep, that was Hog's fault, and you move on for that there. You absolutely could have won this game. You absolutely could have done things to win this game. Your dragon value was minimal. Your Sonic Arrow value was pretty minimal. Your Storm Arrow could use improvements. You guys really didn't get much value out of Grab Dragon combos. Okay, but let's get into this. You didn't use cover, but let's get into this. Okay. You did the wrong thing by trusting your team. Not in this case. Not in this case. You don't worry about this here. You needed to win this match earlier. You don't worry about this. This was not some, you needed to go do this. Do not take away from this match that, you needed to be on the cart the whole time. You needed to jump into the dragon to get eliminated, to keep contesting the cart. Do not treat that as your takeaway. That is not the takeaway here. I promise. Because we're looking for what will win you the most games, and winning the most games is believing that in this situation, your hog is going to touch the cart. That's actually reality. Okay. So, things for you to work on. Cover. You can use high ground. You can use cover that's on the ground, that you are just barely peeking out of, that cover is taking up 30% of your screen. You can use cover as taking up 10% of your screen. You can use cover as taking up 40% of your screen. I don't care. But you have to have it. Cover is not optional. Cover is a thing that you have. This is an FPS. This is an FPS. Cover works against most things in this game. not Dragon Strikes, but cover works against most things in this game. It does work against Diva self-destructs, and you went down to a couple of those. It also lets you go, oh, I took damage, I don't like it, I'm down to 22 health, let me chill behind cover and give my supports a moment to catch up on me. And I can press the I need healing button. I can absolutely be greedy and be like, I need healing. That's not even being greedy, that's demanding resource that you need to do your job. Like, you can do that. That's perfectly fine. But have cover available to you. When you're shooting at the enemy, unless you're cleaning up a fight that you've already won, it's like 6v2, 6v3, 5v2 type thing. Unless you're cleaning up an already won fight, you should have cover available. And most of the time, as you start to win a fight, you should push up and get better cover. You should deepen your angle. You should do that. You should be thinking, I should rotate from cover to cover. So maybe I'm here and I want to push up, so I go up to this high ground over here. Or maybe you're here and you go, I want to get more aggressive, so you push up to this next set of cover and you start playing around this, whatever the case may be. That's not a great set of cover over there, but that's the sort of thing that we're talking about. Like, I'm here, I have cover that I'm playing with. I'm here, I have this, I'm playing around my cover wall. I push up, I'm playing around this as my cover. Cool. I'm not just chilling here, not doing it. I might go here and spend time playing from here. I might rotate up here and play from here, but I'm not going to play from here. Could play from here, could play from here, could play from up here, could even play from up here. Not going to play from here. Not going to play from here or here. Am going to play from here or here. This is important. This will be important for all of your heroes, but really for your poke heroes is what we're talking about right now, and we're specifically talking about your Hanzo. Use your cover. It's not optional. Second thing, you obviously know that I'm going to talk about your Sonic Arrows. Your Sonic Arrows, we're not trying to hit people with our Sonic Arrows. We're really not. Just flick it right back off. Press the button again and flick it off if you want to hit someone. That's totally fine. If you go, oh, I was going to Sonic, change my mind, I want to shoot at the Echo in the air. Great, have at it. Shoot at the Echo in the air. Totally fine. But your Sonic Arrow is useful. If you understand what your Sonic Arrow is for, it's going to help you out. Your Sonic Arrow is specifically for going, hey, I am marking people so that I can see when they step out so that I can have my arrow pre-trained. It's for doing things like enabling your Dragon Strike to figure out, are there enough people there to make it worth it, to make them scurry out of their anthill or whatever the case may be. Or you also have, hey, I'm watching another angle with my Sonic Arrow while I threaten the main angle. Something like that, as sort of a ward against flankers, a warning system. All of these things are good uses of Sonic Arrow. But it doesn't matter if the opponents aren't behind walls. We don't just Sonic Arrow the ground and be like, yes, I Sonic Arrowed here. Well, that's not helping. It doesn't help us if we don't ever use cover and the opponents aren't on cover, because like we Sonic Arrow the cart like we did on third, for example, there, and they're all standing in front of the cart. That's actually got a little bit of value if we have a piece of cover that we're stepping behind, because at least we can see them and we can see their silhouettes, and if they're aiming at us, and if it's safe for us to open or close our cover if we're using cover. If we're not using cover, this is a worthless Sonic Arrow. So like Sonic Arrow, these three things, we're looking to be like, hey, it's letting me be able to see enemies before they come out from cover that I potentially can pre-line up shots on. It's letting me ward off different directions that flankers might come through, so that I've got the early warning system, or it's enabling my Dragon Strike. Those are the three main purposes we're looking for. If you're not doing one of those things, most of the time, you're just going to flick it off. Just flick it off and go back to what you're doing. Should you look for opportunities to use it when it comes off a cooldown? Yeah, you should. But for now, let's focus on trying to be using it for one of these three things when we're using it. If we find afterwards that, hey, you're just not using it enough when we limit you like this, that's fine. Then we'll talk about how getting you to think more actively about, wait, is there a good opportunity to Sonic here? And then the third thing that we get into is your Dragon Strikes don't help. Your Dragon Strikes, you don't want a Dragon Strike to let your team walk in most of the time to help your team rotate. ideally you guys would be comboing, but clearly that's not going to happen because you're competing too much while on the same team, I guess. Like that would be the ideal when you guys are playing together, but I'm sure you also play on your own. When it comes to Dragon Strike, what you're looking to do is you're looking to split the enemy team while they're fighting your team. You're looking to make it so the enemy team can't retreat while they're fighting your team. You're making it so that the enemy team has to go, oh shoot, we have to deal with this dragon, and we have to deal with the opposing team. You want both those things to happen at once. You don't want your Dragon Strike to be going through when the opposing team, like, this isn't actually a very good Dragon Strike that this Hanzo won the game with right here. It's not actually a very good Dragon Strike because his team isn't threatening your team. And this Dragon Strike was very easily solved with one ability. Just Roadhog with just Breather was easily able to solve this Dragon Strike. He didn't. You don't want your Dragon Strikes to be like that, where one hero with one ability can solve them, where the opposing Lucio can just go amp speed and Dragon Strike is solved for the entire opposing team. You don't want that to happen. So how do you do that? Well, you make it so that you Dragon Strike at the same time, not that your team is looking to maybe get into a position to fight, but is ready to fight or is already fighting. If you do it then you're in a situation where, hey, the opponent using amp to try to deal with the Dragon Strike, well, now they don't have amp for the fight, and you're already fighting, so they're not going to get amp back. Or, hey, the opponents used lamp to deal with the Dragon Strike, well, they kind of needed that lamp for the fight, so they're actually down. Like, it's actually trading for useful things, or it splits their team, so now you're fighting half their team, and the other half of their team is on the other side of the dragon, and would have to walk through your dragon to fight you, or would have to shoot through the dragon where they can't really see, and that doesn't work very well for them. They would be paying with half their health, or with their life, or whatever the case may be, and you're buying a few seconds for your team to take their 6v3. That's how we're thinking about our dragon strikes. So they shouldn't really come from the same direction as our team most of the time, to be honest. They should be on an angle, trying to split, trying to cut off the retreat, trying to do those sorts of things, and while our team is fighting. While our team is fighting, not to allow our team to get into position to fight. Those are the three things I want you to work on. I want you to work on those one at a time with like 5 to 15% of your brain power. Don't try to do all three at once. Start with cover. Don't try to do all three at once. Work on them one thing at a time. I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. You're probably going to have to work on these things to really get them into your autopilot. Might take you 10 games, might take you 20 games, might take you 40 games, whatever. But like, be spending 5 to 15% of your brain power while playing the game on thinking about, wait, do I have cover? That doesn't mean it should be taking up like half of your brain power, just constantly going, do I have cover, do I have cover, do I have cover, do I have cover? But it should be there. It should be something that you're aware of. You're able to think about every fight, every other fight, and go, oh yeah, I'm doing a good job of that. Oh yeah, here's my cover over here, that sort of thing. And then once it's worked into your autopilot and you're actually doing it and you're getting some value out of it, move on to your next thing about your Sonic heroes. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. If you or anyone else has questions, go ahead and throw them up in chat now. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that helps out quite a bit, and I really do appreciate it. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below. See what rates look like, see what sort of promos, special events we have going on, all that good stuff. Oh, have I been missing Adam taking shots at me? Okay. It's important to have the... No. Nerd, you need healing, not him. Healing from the damage legit RC did to you. I'm okay, actually. Thank you, Adam. Thank you for checking, though. Thank you, Overwatch approach. Your Overwatch approach would be to just play 76s and CISO play and win with him. Temporal doesn't like that, though. It's true. Soldier also needs high grounded cover, though. This is true. Adam says Temporal sucks. He doesn't like anything. He doesn't like anything because legit RC destroyed him, made him nothing. Here I am, not nothing. Soldier can bravely run away in SEL station, but he's so OP he eliminates the enemy faster than they can eliminate him. Your Overwatch says so. Soldier can simply outrun bolts with his legs. Not quite, not quite. Maybe Sonic when you're thinking about taking a flank, but you're not sure if it's safe. You could. That would be an option. You could Sonic to take an angle. Sonic to go, let me check. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to challenge someone here or not. That's an option. We have Adam throwing 10 tomatoes. Adam is throwing 10 tomato emotes. Okay. Andressa can't be booped from high ground. Unbeatable combo. Much better than Hanzo Zarya. That's what your Overwatch says. Thank you so much, both Temporal and Marius. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Hope we were able to help you out here. Uh, so, do you mean Clover Health Investments Corp? Is that what you're asking there, Blah? I haven't really looked at them. I actually want to look a little bit more at uh, healthcare investments, as I do look at that is likely something that with where wealth is, with where generational wealth is, that is likely a place that it will be taken out of the system rather than allowed to be passed on. I would look at that and go, yes, investing in some of the health care that boomers who are aging out, who have a fair amount of this country, but also the world's wealth, have, you'd probably want to be looking towards having investments in healthcare industries because those will be looking to siphon off some of the wealth rather than have it so that less of it passes on. I mean, that's usually what happens. Anytime there's big wealth transfers like that, it's like who's going to go get their share of the pie, and that would be an interesting place to look. There's probably money to be made there by investing in healthcare in general, but I don't know enough about them specifically. We'll get to it, Adam. I'll do that review. Oh, actual question. Does the heal station nerf make it easier for D.Va to eliminate him? If he is in heal field, stays in, challenges the D.Va, usually win. Yeah, generally challenging soldier in his heal station as anyone that can't one-shot him isn't a good idea. I don't think you can put all of your money into Kmart. Kmart is owned by Sears, I want to say, so you'd have had to put your money in Sears. I could be mixing up their ownership, but I think Kmart is owned by Sears. So if by put all your money in Kmart, do you mean you like bought Kmart franchise locations or something? Because otherwise, I don't think you can invest in them directly unless you have different access than the public does. So you just bought Kmart, so probably never. Right, right. That's what I thought. Oh, Clove might be the new GME with all straight bets. Okay, okay. I'll take a look, Blah. That's actually mildly interesting, so I'll take a look there. I should take financial advice for stocks from my Overwatch coach. I mean, I'm not giving you personalized specific financial advice. I have opinions on some things, but that doesn't mean that you should do your own research when it comes to investment. All investment carries risk. Mhm. A soldier isn't going to stay in heal station when he gets micro missiled, right? He's probably going to actually drop his heal station. Maybe not probably, drop his heal station and go and just sort of run around erratically in his heal station. D.Va's going to be like, wait, how do I aim at that? I'm assuming the D.Va is also dove him in the heal station. That's probably what he's going to do, to be perfectly honest. And he can be a pain to take down when he does that. Temporal never said buy 200 shares of Clove and hold till 50. Temporal never said that. You'd like to buy Sears and EB game stocks? Okay, okay. Adam says he's invested in crypto, just invested in crypto, and is a believer in the long-term future of crypto. I understand. I understand. Okay. Think that's going to do it for this one. I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys are enjoying, please do like and subscribe. If you're looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below. Thanks.